So how much would you pay for a used pair of sneaks? I'm talking to my sneakerheads out there. And it depends on who used them, right? Well, in this case, we're talking about Kanye West. He wore his prototype Nikes at the 2008 Grammys when he performed Hey Mama and Stronger. They went up for auction, fetching a staggering $1.8 million. Yeah, USD, people.
Wow.
That's 3 times the previous record for used kicks. Those were a pair of 85 Jordan 1s that Michael Jordan wore when he shattered a backboard during a preseason game in Italy. This is something else. So a lot of times you all don't get a chance to see the people who are like behind the scenes, but the person who's operating this camera right now, his name's Tim. Hey, Tim. Tim's a sneakerhead.
Oh,
Tim,
yes.
Are you paying for these? He's
He's
said
checking
no.
and said no.
He said no.
Tim always had his sneakers are fresh to death. And I always call they're
always.
super white. He's got always new ones.
The laces be clean.
No.
That's how you know you a sneakerhead. Your laces all clean.
Clean. I don't want any worn. I like brand new.
You know, this doesn't do anything for me. But plus, if I have $1.8 million to spend on something, best believe it will not be on some sneakers. You are going to see Alexis with so much more than sneakers.
Sorry, Kanye. So sorry. Well, the Oscars telecast is shattering records too for the worst ratings. This is not a shocker to me at all. Nielsen reports only 10 million people watched Sunday's Academy Awards. That's less than half what it was last year, and that number was an all-time low. Could be because most of these films never played in theaters because of the pandemic, and most viewers haven't streamed any of these films. So, or it could have just been that the award shows are a thing of the past. This year's Grammys and Golden Globes also had record low viewership. You know, I watched it, I had high hopes, but it was a snooze fest. I mean, barely anyone can hang on 3 hours.
You know what? I think there's a couple things with award shows, and I feel like Jay-Z and Beyonce tried to say this years ago. Until they become more like inclusive, and I'm not just saying like the people that we're seeing, but the things that they're doing too. Like I have to get something out of it. It's not because of Instagram and things like that. I'm not amazed anymore when I'm seeing celebrities because we see their day-to-day lives all the time. So you got to give me something a little more, because you know the other moments of the Golden Globes that we liked, you know, were like the dancing,
and like a little lighter, having some fun. The Grammys did a good job. The Oscars, I mean, it's all about the films too. If no one's seen a lot of the films, and they were brilliant films, but a lot of people haven't seen them, there's no vested interest in them. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I never thought about how streaming might be changing this up a little bit, but I mean, here we go.
Okay, so hopefully they can step up their game.
Somebody who's definitely stepping up their game, and one of Mackenzie's favorite places to go, the lights that are shining on Sleeping Beauty's castle are glowing at the Magic Kingdom for the first time in 13 months. Disneyland is about to reopen. The Anaheim Park opens tonight for families of the park employees, which is super cool. On Friday, it will be open to the general public, provided that general public lives in California. Along with limited capacity, the park will also be promoting physical distancing and require all of their guests to reserve spots online in advance.
If you haven't been out to Disneyland, I highly recommend it because it's doable. Like Disney World is a whole thing. You got to plan for a while, and it's amazing, yes, but Disneyland, it's just nice. It's like you do a day here, you do a day here, and you're done. It's great.
Disneyland was where my dad got really mad at me because my mom had a work trip there. We all went, and he got us this really cool table at the Rainforest Cafe. You know how they have all this animal. Child, we didn't even make it through the dinner. I was so freaked out over these like monkeys, like these moving monkeys. I don't know. So like my dad, we had to take everything to go. He was so upset.
I like that the one part you can have frozen margaritas when you walk around with your kids. Not the classic part.
See, I wasn't grown up yet.